coolest named towns that I've probably been in. Maumee. Now, it's probably not Maumee, but it's M-A-U-M-E-E, which spells mommy in a weird kind of way. But Maumee, Ohio, which is, from what I'm gathering, a suburb of Toledo, Ohio. I think Toledo's like right around me, somewhere around here. Alright, let's go back our truck and trailer into door B, and then I have to go back inside. We are loaded. It is light, but I do have a funny feeling that it is a moving load. Yeah, those are liquid. I thought when I stopped, I felt it start rocking back and forth a little bit. I suppose that is something we're gonna load bar. You guys never see me use those things. But yeah, we are gonna put a bar across there. They aren't going anywhere, but we do have to go through Chicago, and things are gonna get kind of rough up there. I kind of thought about taking Highway 30. I'm not in the mood for stoplights. I'm in a mood just to make time. I have places I want to be. So we're going to take the toll road. You can't reach it. This is probably going to hurt. Been quite a few years and years since I've taken this toll road voluntarily. We're gonna take it now. We're pulled off at a service plaza off of the toll road. I was wondering if First Class or the trailer back there, pulled behind First Class, had a inspection window. That way I could show you guys that nothing is moving around too much. I don't know, it could be though, man. That load is well, I pulled tanker for a short period back when I was hauling feed. It doesn't feel like that, of course, because the tanker you get more slosh, and this one you can just tell it's not a normal load, a normal refrigerated load. But this service plaza we're stopped at, to tell you how long it's been since I've been on this section of toll road, I stopped here when I first bought First Class in my truck. I bought First Class in Ohio, and I ran this toll road home with it. Yeah, that's probably the last time I stopped here. That's been 7-8 years ago. I'm trying to remember where Speedy lives. Keeping Up with Speedy, a YouTube channel. He lives in Michigan, and we're not far from Michigan, or we weren't when we started our trip. But I think he lives up in that Bay Area. I'm trying to remember. At least I hope it's that far up. I hope I wasn't too far from him, otherwise I could have chased him down. Weekend trucking on top of stopping by a service plaza like this with so many options. You can see a lot of kids running around. A guy standing over here beside his boat. I was supposed to be going to Devil's Lake, North Dakota this weekend to do our annual fishing trip. That didn't happen this year. Just fine. Perfectly fine. Talked to Troy and he's good. He's got a girlfriend. He ain't too concerned. I'll get together with the buddies a little bit later on in the season. Where'd I park? I think I parked way over there. Is it over there? You guys see it yet? I see her. She's way out there by her lonesome. There she is. I'm coming first class. That dog is pissed. I would be too, being that small. Nothing against small dogs. That's too small. Nothing against small dogs. They just look like they bark a lot. Every time I see a small dog, it's barking. You know what? No, I take that back. That little wiener dog one of our subscribers had. That dog wasn't barking. That was a good dog. I like that dog. A little bit too low to the ground. I feel bad for him. Pecker's always dragging in the dirt. But it's a cool dog. I always realize I always talk way too much when I have nothing to say. I'm like, well, I gotta have something to talk about on today's video. Sometimes you just don't. When you record videos, sometimes you just don't have to talk, Kurt. And on the days that I am just have nothing to talk about are the days that I talk way too much. Those videos suck to edit, if you're wondering, because they take a lot of clipping. But yeah, I have nothing to talk about. I think we're probably about 200 miles from Chicago. So by the time we get to Chicago, it should be calm. I don't understand that. Are we really that far? No, we can't be that far from Chicago already. Could be. Who knows? Let's get back on the turnpike, do some trucking. Next time we stop, we're going to need some fuel. So that'll be the next time we stop. That's that storm right behind us to our left. Apparently that storm produced some pretty nasty stuff down there in St. Louis. So I'm glad, see, we're up here coming into South Bend. So I'm pretty glad we made it past that. We should be pretty smooth other than wind. The way everything sounds, we do have some nasty wind ahead of us. But that was my only goal, was to get past that storm before we got caught in it. I really did not want to get caught in that nasty thing. It is windy. That wind came up, and it came up fierce, man. Of all the times, 90% of the time, we are weighing like 45,000 pounds in the box, or, you know, like 43,000 pounds. The one time we have 20,000 pounds in the box, it's getting windy enough to where there's a dust storm. Nothing as bad as like Colorado type dust storm, but it's dusty. and it's windy.
Scan ticket.
No, I don't want a scan ticket.
Insert card or pay cash. Processing. Please wait.
I just want to let you know you're a damn thief. You just charged me $26. Give me my damn receipt.
Take receipt.
Shut up. Damn robot. $76 to go across your piece of shit. Indiana, you can kiss my ass. That ain't ever happening again. Ridiculous. Pure stupidity, just for some sandbox across the ocean can make all this money. That was stupid. Damn it! Just because I didn't want to go through some stoplights. Well, now I just need to get those rims polished up and we'll be in good shape. Those center cover, those lug nut covers covered up quite nicely, and I like the way they look. We're in Peru, Illinois. Peru, Illinois right now at a quick trip. Walking around, checking the truck out. It's been a while since we stopped. Still wish I could look in there and see what those tubs are doing. But I can't. It's sealed and I have no door to look through. The wind has decided, it went down there for a while after that storm, well, after that dust storm and everything, and then it went down when we went through Chicago, and then it come back up. I think it's gonna stay up now. Everyone's telling me back home the wind's blowing like at 40 miles an hour. I may have overreacted some at that toll plaza. I mean, luckily it was a machine and it wasn't a real person. I would have never said any of that to a real person. And I don't even know if I'm going to leave it in the video because I was cursing a good amount. That's ridiculous. It was $72 to go across Indiana on that toll road. It's been a lot of years since I've been up there. It'll be a lot of years till I go back up there again. I mean, if it was smooth and if the money was actually staying in the United States, maybe. But you have to think, every time you take that toll road, it goes to some sandbox overseas. That's what I heard the last time someone told me that's who leases it. Some foreign country overseas. It's a desert country. It's probably Saudi Arabia or something like that. It's horrible. It's rough. It's brutal. There is no reason anyone should actually pay money to travel on that road. Ohio, good to go, man. Those roads are smooth. A couple rough parts, but in the most part, pretty smooth. Chicago, Omaha, Dallas, New York City, Minneapolis. Did I get them all? I think I got all 5 there. Those are our top 5 cities for viewership on my channel, which is something. Chicago is number 1. Omaha is number 2. I already forgot the order that I just said to you guys a second ago, but the way I said them is exact order of what they are in on viewership. That is crazy. Never been to New York City. If it was gonna break, it would have broke on this trip so far. Holy smokes, this poor old girl is just taking a beating. Every road we've been on is brutal. Are we opened up? Yep. Make sure my heater valves are opened up, because we went from 87 degrees earlier today and we are at 56 degrees now. You still good? Anything broke? Still good. There's parts of the airbag that haven't been used in a very long time that got used on this run. That hurt. Oh, that hurt. I just scraped my back on the trailer. Alright, our next stop is going to be either Tipton, Iowa or Center Point, Iowa. I was listening to Ryan Hall, y'all, a little bit earlier when I was talking about those storms. And I got in on it a little late, but I guess we had a tornado outbreak tonight. That one in St. Louis or more, I don't know how many was down in there. I think Indiana had a few. Then Kentucky, the way it sounds, got beat up pretty bad. So thoughts and prayers are with you guys, and I hope everything, well, come tomorrow morning, I guess, I hope everything turns out all right. Why do I make people nervous when I'm standing behind them in line waiting for the drinks? People get really nervous when I'm behind them. Why is that? We stopped last night because the wind was just crazy. We had 40-mile-an-hour gusts last night. The wind hasn't really gone down a whole lot. Right now we're going through Iowa City and the wind's, 30-mile-per-hour gusts. So, it has gone down a little bit, but we're in for a little bit of a windy ride. We're going to run up 380 here, jump on Highway 20, and finish our trip out into Sioux City. And then once we get to Sioux City, we're going to drop this trailer off. We're going to grab onto another trailer, and we're going to head back out to Greenfield, Indiana. about 2.5 hours into our journey today. We have 206 miles left till we get to Sioux City. And like I said earlier, we are going to drop this trailer off. We're going to grab another trailer. My goal would be make it back to that Walcott area. That'd be probably about a solid 700-mile day, because we started our day in Tipton, Iowa. I don't want to get back out there. Highway 20 is usually a very calm, quiet 4-lane highway across Iowa. It's very busy today. There you go, the trailer is filled up with fuel. That way when they get up there to wherever they're dropping it off, he can go over, get it washed out, and they can load it up for the next truck. When I say he, I mean one of the city drivers or take care of it. Right now we're just going to pull back here. We're going to find an empty spot in the loaded line, because a lot of times I might forget that it is loaded. And we are going to grab trailer number 2838. That should be a fairly brand new trailer. Another good one going out. Man, that is a glorious sign to see a loaded line that full. Unfortunately, I don't see a spot for mine. There is one right there if I can fit it in there. That's a good sign. That means work is picking back up. It got slow there for about 3 weeks, and I was starting to panic a little bit, but it's picking back up. I always tell everybody, people got to eat. And that's why I like pulling the reefer. People have to eat. No matter what, at some point, people have to eat food, and that's what I transport is food. We've moved Captain America here before. We've hauled it, we've pulled it before. This is the, see that? Smooth-sided trailer with no lights on it. It has lights, just the bare minimum style of lights. Got a nice hiney though. I'd slap that. See? Yeah, I'd hit that. Alright, so we have our trailer. Our tandems are slid all the way to the front. The load is really far to the front of the trailer, so that's not it's not pleasant, but I can make it work or work around it. Well, I was able to take the sweatshirt off. We did break 60 degrees. It was in the 50s there for a while. We have about 340 miles till we get to Walcott. I think I'm pretty confident I want to go to Walcott tonight. Truck needs washed up. If you're wondering, I call this trailer Captain America because it's one of the trailers that has, well, I'll show you. It's got the American flag with Lady Liberty on the grill plates of the refrigerator of the engine. So I just always call it Captain America for some reason. It'd be more festive if it had a bunch of lights on it, but I will live. As long as it runs straight and it doesn't shake, I'm happy. Just gotta get used to looking in that mirror right there and seeing that it's just smooth-sided. finding a place to park. We're not in Walcott, no. We're at Sparky's outside of Rockwell City, Iowa, just off of Highway 20. For you guys who've been around a while, this is our normal Sparky's. I've been craving an ice cream cone, but the closer I got to here, before I wanted that ice cream cone, I want to see if they're still... I can't remember. I told you guys, but I can't remember what I told you. Do they still make good, like, suppers here? Or is it just a chicken joint now? Either which way, either I'm going to come out with a really good meal, or I'm going to come out with an ice cream cone. So it's a win-win situation. I was watching a little bit more of coverage on that storm we talked about last night down in Kentucky. Once again, our thoughts and prayers are out to you guys. I guess 14. They're up to 14 people died in that tornado. That's horrible. I'm assuming it was, well, it had to be multiple tornadoes because it covers the whole state. But I think the article I just watched said, or video I just watched said 9 people died in one town. That's ugly. So get this. There's this drink out there. It's called Twisted Tea, right? It's alcoholic. I always just assumed it was tea. I mean, Twisted Tea. Whatever happened to Bud Light, Busch Light, Budweiser, Coors Light, Pabst Blue Ribbon, Twisted Tea. So that must be like the Zima of back in my day. Zima was a pretty big thing. I got catfish. We're gonna try it. Not too sure if you guys can notice it, but my exhaust on my passenger side is leaning, and not in a good way. That looks like a project for tomorrow morning. We're going to tackle that before we hit the road. I don't know what's going on with it. It's got to lean like that. All right, that's it for this video. I'm sure it might be a long one. I don't know how much I recorded. It was a couple days. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe. And if you liked it, please throw a like down there. And as always, you guys stay safe, and I'll see you next time.